And as she sat down, someone mentioned the clip that Sam had shown us. Here is our on-set interview with Brie Larson.
Hey Brie, Sam showed us these crazy videos of you doing like.
Oh my gosh! He showed those to you too?
What's his favorite thing?
I can't believe it. I feel like I'm close to 100 people that have come up to me and been like, "I saw this video that you sent Sam." I'm like, it's so embarrassing.
Yeah,
I sent that to him in private. He actually showed the person that was next to him on a plane too, which I found out later. Like, oh, I sat next to Sam when you sent that video and you showed it to me. I was like, why? I know. He knows that it was, I came from humble beginnings.
Whose idea was it for you to push a Jeep up a hill?
It was a joke. It was a joke with the trainer, with my trainer, Jason Walsh, that I wanted to be able to, like, we were joking about it that, like, well, you know, if I'm going to go for it, because I spent 9 months training with him ahead of time, and I was getting super strong. I was like, well, she can like move planets, so the least I could do is like move a car. And so I thought it was going to be, I'm trying to remember how long we had trained together for, maybe 5 or 6 months at that point. And I just showed up in the gym one day and he was like, all right, let's do it. And I pushed the car, yeah. And it wasn't as hard as I thought, which was kind of crazy. There was someone in the front seat in case, for some reason, like the car's in neutral, but it's going uphill. And I pushed it for a minute. Someone was in the car in case I like crapped out, and so it wouldn't like run me over. There was someone waiting there to put their foot on the brake. It does? Oh, because there was, it's more weight. I didn't even think about it like that. Totally didn't think about that. I was like, it's safe. Don't try it at home. Like, really don't. It's really probably not a safe thing to do, but it felt super satisfying. And I felt really crazy afterwards, because when you do stuff like that, I'd never lifted weights or done things until this movie like that. And so you get these like crazy highs, and then you're just kind of collapse onto the floor.
Is there a particular sequence or something that required this much training, or is it just a personal goal of yours?
No, it really all came out of ignorance, to be honest. I didn't realize that you don't actually do your own, most people don't do their own stunts in these movies. I thought you did, and I've never been a particularly like elegant or athletic person. I'm just an introvert with asthma, and felt like I needed to be able to do that. I just thought, I don't want to be on set and them ask me to do things and I don't know how to do it. So I started training as soon as I could, which was like right after I wrapped. It's basically started like right as I wrapped picture, like locked picture on the film that I directed. I then went into that, which then turned into 9 months of training. And 9 months of like just training and 3 months of stunt training with the stunt team, where we spent 2 hours every day, 5 days a week. And it wasn't until everyone just like went along with it and was like, cool. And it wasn't until we like started shooting and I started doing all my own wire work stunts and flips and stuff that people were like, you know, now we'll tell you, like, nobody actually does this. We just didn't want you to stop. But now that you've kind of accomplished this thing, like, we don't normally do this. And I was like, huh? But I love it. I mean, it definitely makes things more complicated in certain ways, because I could be taking a lot more naps than I am. I could just be like, Renee and Joanna, got it. I'm going to go eat some cake. But instead, it's really become a huge part of how I learned more about her and became her and embodied her was through that. It was through discovering my own strength, like a pretty amazing thing.
Can you tell us a little bit about her personality, especially in this scene? Because she was being, a little sassy. Maybe has a little bit of an ego to her. Is that how you look at it?
I mean, I think she has an ego, but in like a healthy way. She doesn't have an unrealistic expectation of herself. She just owns that she's really good and really skilled, which feels good to play. She also has an incredible